In this video, we are going to see how to send SMS on webinars registration. So let's say you're using WebinarKit as an auto webinar solution where every time there is a new registration, you want the person to be sent an SMS. How? Through Twilio. Now for this, you will have to integrate these two applications in such a way that this entire process can get automated. The same can be done through Pabbly Connect. Here, your trigger application would be WebinarKit and your action application would be Twilio. Now how you can do it yourself, for this, let me take you to my screen.
So let us now begin with the process. The first thing that we have to do is we have to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and as we do that, it will take us to the landing page of this software. Here on the right hand side, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, you can simply sign in. If you are a new user, then you will have to sign up for free. It will not take more than 2 minutes, and at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. Now let's click on sign in. Why? Because I'm an existing user here, and it will take us to the all apps page. Since we are doing this integration using Pabbly Connect software, let's simply click on access now, and now it has taken us to the dashboard of this application. On the right hand side, you can see a tab, create workflow. Let's click on that, and a dialog box appears which is asking us to name this workflow. Now here we want that every time there is a new registration through WebinarKit, so an SMS should be shared with the person. For this, I'm going to name it like WebinarKit to Twilio. Here I'm going to use Twilio as my SMS application, and let's click on create. So once done, this window appears which is asking us. So finally this window appears which has got two very important events, trigger and action. Triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens, and action says do this. So here now my trigger application will be WebinarKit. So let's click on this, and the next thing is trigger event. Trigger event is the event which will let this workflow to work. So here I'm going to choose new webinar registration, and now here you can see that we have received this webhook URL. This is going to act as a bridge in connecting the two applications, Pabbly Connect and WebinarKit. Now I'm going to copy this down, and here we have to follow these instructions so that we can set up this connection. So this is my webinar account, and here I have already created a few webinars. You can create your own webinar by clicking on new webinar. So if I take you down, here you can see demo Pabbly webinar. So I'm going to click on this and click on edit webinar. As soon as I do this, then I go to the last option, and I scroll down, and here I can see webhooks. I'm going to click on this, and then let's paste this. And now as I come down, I'm going to click on complete. So as soon as we have done that, here you can see that the webinar has been updated. Going back to Pabbly Connect, so here now it is asking for a webhook response. So basically we'll have to do a test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. What does this mean? That we have to do a mock registration. For this, I'm again going to go back to webinar. And here, if I scroll down, this is my webinar. I'm going to click on this, click on get links, and then this is my registration link. Let's click on this. And this is my registration form. Before this, let me just quickly show you my webinar that I have created. So I'm going to click on edit webinar, and see here these are the details. Basically, if I'll see, this is just a 1.5 hours session. The name is demo Pabbly webinar, and the title is webinar new. There is one presenter, and if I come down, this is the date. Okay, so it is there on 29th of August 2022. The time is 12 p.m. Now this is there, and then if you will see, this is the design. Basically here you can redesign your registration page, and then the last option is other. So here I'm going to go back, go down, get the links, click on this link, and now I'm going to So now here, first of all, we are going to change the date, and then we have the first name, and then Then we have the email address, and here let's change this to India, and here we have the mobile number. Now I'm going to click on register now. So here you can see that we have received the response. This is the email, this is the first name, and then we have the phone number, and also we have the date. So basically this means that Pabbly Connect and WebinarKit, these two applications are totally integrated now. Now I want that this response should be shared with my registrant through an SMS. So here I'm going to choose my application as Twilio. Let's click on this, and the action event would be send SMS message. So let's click on this and click on connect. Again, Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Twilio account. So I'm going to click on add new connection, and now here to set up this connection, you can see that it is asking for account SID, authorization token, and account SID again. For this, I'm going to take you to my Twilio account, and as soon as I come here, this is the landing page, and here you can see that we have got all the information. So I'm going to copy this account SID, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste it here, and then the authorization token. So let's show, copy, and again we are going to paste this here, and then again we have to type the account SID. So I'm going to copy this from here and paste it here itself. Let's click on save to set up this connection. So here you can see that the connection has been made, and now the body of the SMS. So I need dear, and here I need the name of the person. So I'm going to map this. Mapping basically means I've already received this information, and now I'm just getting it from my previous steps. So let's click on this, and this is the name. So dear this, now I want to say thank you for registering, right? And now I want to write that you will receive the webinar link on. Now I want to give the registrant's email address. Again I'm going to map this, and this is the email address. The date and time of the webinar is, and let's map date and time. So this is the date and time. Regards. So let's write regards team Pabbly, right? And now here I need to have the sender's number. This sender number will get by going back to our Twilio account, and this is the Twilio phone number which is going to send all the messages. So I'm going to copy this and paste this here. Once done, so here you can see now we have to enter the recipient's mobile number, and it has to be with the country code. So if I show you this, so we have the country code first, and then we have the mobile number. So we can write it like this, and now I'm going to click on save and send test request. Now there is one thing, which is this is just a mock number. So now I'm going to pause this video and fill in my regular number, and then I'm going to again show you the result. And here you can see that yes, we have received an SMS. Screenshot of the same is given here. Dear dummy, thank you for registering. You will receive the webinar link on this particular email address. The date and time of the webinar is this. Regards, Team Pabbly, which means that this particular integration process is a success. Now I am going to quickly go back to my webinar and check if this works in real time. So I'm going to have another registration now. Here let's click on register now. This time my first name is, let's say, testing123, and email address is testing123@pabblytuts.com. Then again this is this, and then we have the phone number. I'm going to click on register now. So as soon as we have done that, here you can see we have received another SMS which is dear testing123, and then the same message, which basically means that this entire integration process is a success. Now I'm going to take you back to my Pabbly Connect account and quickly check what we have done here. So here it is a very simple two-step integration process where the trigger application is WebinarKit and the trigger event is new webinar registration. The action application is Twilio and the action event is send SMS message. I hope you do not have any doubt. If you have any kind of doubt, you can refer to this workflow which we have just worked on. It is given in the description box of this video. Also, you can clone this workflow and start to process immediately. If you have any other suggestion or advice, you can always write to us.
I hope this was helpful. To watch more such videos, you can always subscribe to our channel which is there on YouTube. If you have any queries, you can write to us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you want to know our pricing plans, then you can visit us at this particular site. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe if you have liked this video.